So you want me to go into acceleration?
Yeah. First, we'll finish this accelerator part because we have few configurations which pending, so we can cover it up. Then after that we can start the O series. Okay. So till data mappings we are clear, right? Certain data mappings, how the system is.
I think at least from the theory standpoint, I understand how these conditions are there and how we can change. But adding the new field, or maybe since I didn't do drag and drop.
That you can try if you have a sandbox system. Do you have the sandbox system?
Yeah, I do have sandbox system.
Yeah, you can try in sandbox, right? So,
but I'm not sure. I forgot to send an email to get access to the Vertex sandbox system.
Okay.
So maybe
you can try to get the sandbox access for Vertex and as well as your ERP system, because the Vertex you can able to. Because by creating, all the configuration is existed that you can understand, but you don't know how to create it, right? So in the real-time systems, you can't go and create each and everything, right? So there's a reason. So if you have the sandbox system, you can go ahead and create, because sandbox is nothing to do with our real-time system, right? So we can do whatever we want, right? Sometimes if something is missing, they will refresh with the production system, so it will again sync with the production. That's not a problem, but they will take care. So I suggest you just get the access for these two systems, sandbox systems, so that you have some better way to practice. That you can. So because this is completely drag and drop option, so you can just drag from the left side source field, and you will put it in the target destination fields. So just a drag and drop, nothing to do. Only the same condition you want to use for the multiple conditions.
Do we use AP mapping?
I'll tell you.
This is for invoice, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you. A is a vendor invoice, AR, right? Where it will generate some revenue, right? And AP is completely logistics, vendor invoice, right? Coming to FIAP is nothing but your map address, for example, AB60, right? And your posting. IDOC posting also will post with FI in process code. Okay. So this intercompany supply, right? ICS. So ICS with post with the FI AR mappings, but here they are not using FI AR because the earlier configuration they have not activated this FI AR, right? In the first Vertex configuration settings, right?
Right.
So that is where you can't see that FIR mappings.
And what about this one? Field position, field name, and this is just about showing the field name.
That will show the field name. Sorting kind of thing.
Okay, sure. I think we covered this one, right? Material group to product code. Those things we covered.
We won't use those actually. Because data mapping itself, we use it like widely ranged configuration. So here we can't use. So product mapping and product material group and product mapping is already existed in the data mapping. Am I right?
Right.
GL and product mapping also is existed in the data mappings. So it's nothing to do with again here.
Yes.
So if you cover it in the data mappings, do it here. Okay. Now let's coming to tax code maintenance. So the first one is to pull the report of the tax codes. Okay, what are the tax codes you have created under each company country-wise? You can pull the list of tax codes. Okay, if you put the company code and execute, you can see all the tax codes here, right? So this is a kind of report. Now,
and what about this GL account? This GL account is there?
This because you see when you're posting some documents, right, where the system is applied some VAT, right? So there is, for example, you are posting some invoice and system is calculated 10% VAT. That means, for example, your net value is 100 rupees and top of it is calculated 10% VAT. So your VAT amount is $10. Am I right? So the $10 will come and post under this GL. Okay, this is a VAT GL. Okay, so whatever the tax calculated, the tax will come and posted under this VAT. Okay, because this VAT GL will pick based on the tax code. Okay, now go back.
Sorry.
So coming to the second one, tax code upload.
For example, I think I have one more question here. Give us a second. So, but I don't see the GL account under vendor collected tax code entries, but I see only under the...
That is NVV, right? NVV is nothing but is non-deductible. For non-deductible scenarios, your tax amount will expense out. That means the system is calculated, the $10 will go and added into your expense line. So it won't generate any line item. That is what I explained in our native configuration, right?
Yeah.
Native tax.
Yeah.
Because if you open the tax code is I1. Open new session, I'll tell you. Open one other session, I1. Because in the tax code I1, you can't see any GL mapping. It will show as a blank.
Which one you want me to
open? I1 tax code, I1. Go to FTXA. Put country as US and tax code is I1. Now you see they have activated NVV. NVV is nothing but non-direct accounting key, right? So can you click on the tax accounts on the top and above on the US? Yeah, it will give the chart of accounts. You see it is blank, right? It is blank. There is no VATGL. Can you go open new tax code? V1. Yeah, now click on the tax. Now you can click on the tax. For MW1, you have a CUC. For MW1, MW2, MW3, 4, you have the VATGL is mapped. Okay. Yeah. For the NBV accounts, you won't map any VATGL because NBV is a non-deductible scenario. That means the vendor is not liable to collect the tax from you. Okay. So we will show that amount as an expense. Because when we are purchasing something from the vendor, okay, and the vendor is not liable to collect any tax, okay, and you show that amount, the VAT amount as expense because you have some transport freight charges, right? Something like that. You can adjust in the expense line whether you want to show up as a freight charge or you want to show some different non-deductible amounts or something like that. That you can use in a different ways. But for the non-deductible, won't have any separate line item and it won't generate any, it won't post any VAT GLs, means a VAT amount on the GLs because we won't have any mapping for the GL. The VAT amount will go on posted into your expense line. You can check some other postings in Europe countries. Better to check in the Europe country, any Europe country, okay, where that NVV activated for the tax code. Pull the report from that company code wise, okay, you can understand that posting, okay.
So you want me to
go back and open for France, just to use France, because in France we have so many these things.
The same setup, but I want me to use it for France, right?
France company code, because in France we have so many scenarios. Search for NVV, down.
There is no NVV.
We should have. No, I try with, I don't see.
These guys got so many tax codes, huh?
Yeah, because we have so many intra-community exporting, right? Reduce rate 1, reduce rate till reduce rate 3, 4, we have, right? Import, reverse charge, domestic reverse charge, we have so many things, exempt to 0 rate, out of scope for goods and service. We have different, because, for Europe countries, we have to report in 2 boxes, okay? Europe is filing is completely different with other countries. Okay, for APAC and US, because in Europe we have 2 boxes. One is for goods and one is for services. Okay, when you are purchasing services, you have to report those transactions under service box because you have to show those documents under services box because you have 2 different transaction, goods and services. So you have to individually, you have to file individually like goods for goods, services for service. What is the reason? So we will create the 2 tax codes. One is for goods, one is for service.
Right.
Okay, search with a different country, another country.
GB01.
Yeah, you can see the Netherlands, Germany.
NVV here. Nobody is using NVV.
Are we sure that they are using NVV or because we might have where they don't want to use the standard accounting key. Yeah, here you can see NVV. What is that?
Where do you see?
It's not NVV.
Oh yeah, here.
Yeah, what is it? This is for US only, right? So I don't want to...
No, this is Britain, UK.
No, this is UK?
Yeah.
Open the tax code. It's I1, right?
Yes.
No, that is US vendor collect. Open the tax code.
But here, because these guys have intercompany things between US and...
the GB, that's fine, but that's fine.
US collect that. But...
come down. Yeah, you see here, okay, this is for US also.
Here it is there, but US tax. Only for US it seems to have that NVV.
No, for other countries also, because NVV is this is a thing, right? So it is
maybe they might be using other accounting key or something.
Yeah, that is what I'm thinking, whether they are using the standard accounting key or because if they are using standard accounting key, we want to find the GL map. You see, for all the tax code GL is mapped, right? If they are using a different accounting key, it should be blank, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, maybe into...
This rate, they should come down.
Maybe they don't, they always generate extra line.
Or else you can open in FTXP directly. Let's see. Whether I wanted to see in the pricing procedure where they are using the 10 or GB.
Country.
No, open for GB or NL France or something. Any Euro. Put star and enter.
Star and enter. But will it show up that way?
Yeah, they have mentioned output IDs also. You see, 2, 9, 4, 24. Those are that you see some then the pipeline, right? 2 and 4. Those are very, very important. Okay, in Vertex. Okay. So those output IDs will decide. I'll tell you when we have the session, Vertex session. I'll tell you because those are the output IDs. Okay, output IDs in sense these output IDs will help you to understand what kind of transaction is this, whether it's an intra-EU or domestic or reverse charge or intra-EU or import, whatever. So by seeing those output IDs, you can understand what kind of transaction is this. Okay, I don't see anything here.
When you say output IDs, this is what you mean, right? 21,
yes,
1.
21, 4. 21 is standard one. Okay, 21 is standard. 4 is nothing but is a reverse charge. You see? Intra-country reverse charge. But that is 21 is wrong. Intra-country. 21 is a domestic, right? It should be domestic reverse charge because 21 is purely we are using for domestic transaction. Okay. If it is intra, it should be with the 9 and 4 also. Right? In Europe countries we don't have an import and export scenario. Am I right? Everything is intra-EU.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
If it is an intra-EU, so they are using it 24 and 4 for import. They are using because 4, that I'll tell you when we have that session, right? I'll tell you why we don't have any non-deductible tax. So that's my question. Try with FR NL. Try with the NL with FR countries. Open for tax because I want to see some postings with non-deductible. You understand, right? How that non-deductible transaction will post. I wanted to show you how the tax summary will go and adjust it into your this thing. Open any one tax code. Anyone. Okay, just a second. Non-deductible is not there here. You see? Oh,
whenever we are creating a tax code under the tax procedure, right? So these are all the accounting keys and all that we only provide, right?
Once the tax procedure defined, from the tax procedure it will pick this data. This tax type and level from level condition. This will pick automatically from the tax procedure. So nothing to do here. Just you have to maintain the rates. You see the rate tax percentage rate there. You have to maintain some.
This rate is what we maintain in this transaction.
Right, that's it. So this automatically everything will come up.
But the rate seems to be 100 only all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, because whatever the rate is coming from Vertex. No. Why we maintain 100%? Because whatever the rate we are coming from Vertex, it should be 100%. Okay. For example, Vertex sending 21% is a standard rate in NL, right? So I want 21% to my ERP system. That's the reason you will maintain 100. If you maintain 15%, okay, 50%, it will calculate only 50% of the 21. That is your 10%. Right. Okay, it will calculate.
Okay. And the number of is like tax 1, 2, 3 is because of the multiple layers that we have in US. That's the reason, right?
Yes. If you open any output tax code for other country, you can have only one condition, MWS.
Okay. If you see here, there are a few things like expensed, self-assessment.
Right.
I don't know what are all these. Accrued.
So right. We have some accrued.
What is accrued? Why we have two things called accrued and self-assessment?
Self-assessment expense is nothing but like the freight charges or something, like vendor is not collecting the tax. So you wanted to show that amount as expense. For those scenarios, for those kind of situations, we will use this. And coming to assess accrued. Accrued means the vendor is not charging the tax, but our system is calculating. The system is calculated the tax. And at the same time, we will post that the tax amount as accrued. So we will from accounting point of view, we will accrue that the tax amount. Again, whatever the amount is system is calculated. So we will
Since the vendor is not charging us, we accrue it and pay to the tax authority.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you said like you want me to some other resource.
Try with Belgium or something, because I want to see double B.
Even here, like we have multiple reduced rate one, but it is for different purposes, different transactions. But unlike US
is completely different than other countries. Have reduced rate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Why we have two reduced rates? Like if you see VE, right? AP reduced rate 2, intra
That is intra-EU. That means two different
also
countries.
intra-EU one, right? This is V4.
I'll tell you. What is intra-EU is nothing. So there are two countries are involved. Okay. There are two countries are involved, buyer and seller from the two different countries. There is one more reduced rate that is within the country, that is a domestic transaction.
So this one is for V4. If you see this one is
a VC. Yeah. This is a reverse charge. This is a reverse charge.
No. I think this one. Where did I see that? Okay, yeah, this one. So what is the difference between
the reduced rate in goods?
And here it is again. It is also goods, right? Why we have two? Is it because two different rates we have?
Yeah, yes, two different rates. For the above V4 is a reduced one, and VE is a reduced rate 2. So reduced rate in Belgium, we have the reduced rate is 9%, right? Reduced rate 1 is 9% and reduced rate 2 is 4%.
But where can we see that? Where can I see
that you can't see here. That you can't see here. Everything in the tax code level, everything you will maintain as 100%. You can't understand, right? So that you have to check within Vertex.
Okay. But how does the Vertex know which one to pick, reduce rate 1 or 2?
That I'll tell you. That is the magic of the Vertex. Okay. Because, like the major motto of the tax engine to automate your tax process, right? Because we won't want to put everything as a manual intervention, right? So system wants to pick automatically and it will the rates automatically. So that's that. So we need some kind of identifiers. How we are putting those identifiers in Vertex, and that we will discuss. Okay, let's finish this our accelerator part today. So from tomorrow I can start the O series, because the O series we have to we should put some more focus on because this accelerator part is one kind of settings, right? One you implemented, like you have you have very limited chance to change the settings in the accelerator. Because these are the standard kind of settings in the accelerator, right? Okay, so here you can see the report, right? Now go back on screen.
Yeah, 1 minute.
You can go back. Now coming to the second option, for example, so you wanted to create some 100 tax codes, okay, in one country. Okay, for example, you are implementing a new tax procedure for example, Czech Republic. Okay, so in Czech Republic you wanted to create 100 tax codes. Okay, 100 tax codes. So you can't sit and create manually, right? 1 by 100. It will take a lot of time, right? Right. So to create those tax code in a bulk, like like LTMS or LSMW, right? So that way, in the same way, we have some template. You see in the top template file, if you download that file, so it will show you, it will download in the Excel, XML or CSV file. You can put all your data into that file and you can run the data. At the end, you can create all the tax code. And this tax code also you can include in the TR. So you can move the same TR to equality and production. So this will reduce your time and efforts, right?
Right. So it will
open in Notepad. Because it will work like this. You see, you will put all the data like this. Like LSMW will work in the same way, right? Where we will upload the Notepad and it will.
But who will create this file actually? Like this is also manual creation.
Yeah. This is a manual creation. Agree. But you have to put some data, right? Instead of going executing the same.
Instead of going through all screens, like it is better to update.
Yeah. So this is one-time activity, but you will create all the tax code in one shot in this one single TR, right? Because when you are creating a TR, the tax code, you have to create the tax code again. You have to come out again. You have to export the tax code into that export TR, right? That's it. You have to do is 2 steps, right? One step, and you have to put that tax code in the TR. That is the step. But here you can do both things at a time. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the way you can create a multiple tax code at a time. Okay. Now go to the. You got it right. How to use this template. That is what I'm just.
And there are multiple options like the tax fee, tax code activation.
See what you see
code.
based on the template. For example, you wanted to download the template based on the tax code lines. It will download the template based on the activation lines, because just select the second option and download that. Click on the template file. All options will be same. Like you can find all options in the same template. You can put some different name, something like XYZ or something. Because in the tax code property, you can see the tax code properties option. In the activation line, you can see the two conditions line, right? Open. That also you can see in the standard one also.
But it is same as the other one.
Almost same. All the fields are activated here. You see, all the fields are same for all of the upload files. Like this is a standard file where you can see that GL mapping and something like that. All are there here. So, but I don't know why they have given in the three different options. But all the three options they are using the same XML file, right? Because we have all the fields in this notepad, right? So more to do in CFA. We have one more functionality called as a Vertex decision code, but that we have in a CFA, not in Accelerator. Okay, now go to the Accelerator.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I think once I upload it, then I will know.
Yeah, you can understand. Now, default tax code default. Now, click on the dashboard. First, under tax code defaulting, we have triggers, right? Can you click on the dashboard, please? So here, click on the new entries once on the top. Remove that include changes under transport request. Just remove. Now select some processing code in the first column. Yeah. Now, for example, you are posting some logistic invoice or some vendor invoice, whatever. Purchasing. Select purchasing. Right. Okay. Done. Okay. You can put logic. Yeah. Now select the PO type, processing type. So processing filter, tax code defaulting processing. Select that tax code defaulting process. Select that. Now, so put. You wanted to put some number. You can put. Yeah. If you wanted to put some number, you can put some number is 1 or something like that. Tax, then the tax just populate. So now here, just you wanted to hard code a tax. Okay, for example, can you drag this pop-out towards right? Drag that, yeah, drag. Okay, now. So for example, you wanted to put as a tax task. Is it by default by income tax code? For example, put the GL number. Just a second, default by company code. We can use this method. Yeah, you can put option C, for example. I'll tell you. Okay. Yeah. Now check type. Just table include relevant values. Just select a table includes relevant values. First option. Now under exclusion, exit process if match or no match. If, for example, if matched. Okay. Now let me tell you. Okay. Put that select if matched. Yeah. Now open one more session.
Okay.
New session. Then default function, you also just select that. Go to that last option also, please. Yeah. If you exit, default and exit, and default and continue. Okay. So default and exit. Okay. Or default and continue. You can put some default and continue. Select default and continue. Second option. Okay. Now open a new session. You don't have other nothings, right? The right side. You have any other options?
Yeah, interface.
That's fine. That's fine. That's no need to put. You can put blank. That's not required. Now go to the other session, because whatever the options we are added here, those conditions.
Did I go here?
Yeah. Open that. Go to the same tax code maintenance settings. Same tax code maintenance settings. Yeah. Under tax code defaulting. Now, pre-processing filters. Just minimize the triggers. Pre-processing filters. Now you see here. Just say. Now you see tax code defaulting, right? Just in the first option in the other session, right? What are the options you have selected? You have selected by plant, right? Okay. Now select that tax code default tables in the bill. So option C, right? Default by plant, right? Now, so just double click it. Now, so for example, so this option, how these options are coming here, because in the earlier screen you have activated, I wanted to hard code a tax code based on the plant. Okay. So go to the other session, the other session, right? You open it. Yeah. Whatever the combinations you have added here, okay, those combination will add and show up on the other screen. Go to that other screen. Here you have added default by like a tax code default by plant, right? Option C, right?
Yeah.
So those options will come up in here, the next screen. Go to there, the other session.
This is the one, right?
Right.
Plant and
one
tax
screen. Yeah, one screen back. See, these options will pop up here. So when you hard code, when you enter that plant with the tax code, so whenever you are using that plant, what kind of transaction is this? We don't matter. Okay. When you are using that plant, the system, the accelerator by default will hard code that plant with the tax code. What are the tax code you will maintain there? What the system will do in the first screen, okay, it will go and check the processing type, and okay, if the system is fine with the plant, it will go to the next match. If it is fine, it will go and continue. It means continue in the sense that will command here in this table, tax code default table, and it will pick whatever the tax code you map here. So I would say this is one kind of hard coding. So we will hard code the tax code based on the plant, based on the GL number, based on the vendor number, based on the vendor jurisdiction, based on the PO account type, based on the document type, plant to material group, everything. Based on the cost center also, cost category, everything. Based on the combination, how these combinations are coming because of the what is triggerings. The triggers, what are the combination we maintain, right? Those combination will come and store here. This is, if you open that option like T, default by company code, last one. So here generally if you use some other, for example, external tools, like about OCR, Coupa.
Hey, ZaranTech now offers SAP corporate training. That's right. Train your workforce in SAP with our comprehensive program. We offer customized courses, certified trainers, and hands-on labs for both individuals and businesses. Our standout features: bespoke training, fully configured servers for practice, in-house materials, and a dedicated LMS. Plus, get session recordings and 24/7 support. From functional to technical modules, we have got it all. Choose ZaranTech for SAP training and watch your team excel. Learn, upskill, succeed with ZaranTech.
Yeah.
Right, OCR, Coupa. So OCR and Coupa will purely use to post the vendor invoices, right? Logistics invoices. To make those external tax engines, we will maintain some tax company code and a tax code. Tax code is nothing but your calling tax code. In the tax procedure, in each tax procedure, you have some calling tax code, right?
Yeah.
Open any tax procedure, you can see that a calling tax code for input side and output side. So we will maintain all the calling tax codes here when you are using some other external tools for vendor invoice postings like OCR, Coupa, something like that. Open new session, I'll show you. Those are the calling tax codes. Those are very important. Those calling tax code will help to make a call to Vertex. Yeah, stop here. Check, is there any calling tax code?
So the calling tax code make a call to Vertex, right?
Yeah, you see here IV. Yes. IV is a AP calling tax code, right? And OV is a AR calling tax code, right? So these calling tax codes are very, very important because this calling tax code will help to make a call to Vertex. Because in the SIC level, the SIC that we can't see, but in the SIC level, they do have some hard coding. Okay, those tax codes, because these tax codes, same tax codes, we will maintain under VK13. Right? The accelerator, if you are using accelerator, you will maintain the tax code by default. But if you are using CFA, you will maintain these tax codes, IV or OV, under ZWVT condition. So this tax codes are very important to make a call to Vertex.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a little bit confusing, maybe for you, but calling tax codes are very important. Without calling tax codes, you can't make a call to Vertex.
So basically, like our plant defaulting or company code defaulting.
Right. That you can
we will be
here.
putting the calling tax codes only.
Right. If you see here, you are not activated the default by company code because you are not using any external tools for the vendor invoices, right? Like OCR or Coupa something. If you are using OCR, what the system will do, it will go. Your SAP will make a call to OCR. Again, OCR will make a call to Vertex. Okay? Two different interfaces here. First, SAP will make a call to Coupa or OCR. Again, the OCR will make a call to Vertex, and Vertex will send the data to OCR, and OCR will pick the tax data and everything from Vertex, and it will post into your SAP. We have some other integration, like they will create some BADI or BAPI, some functional models, and they will integrate. Okay, like ModeSoft, right? Like for Coupa, we have a ModeSoft, right? For if you are using Coupa, is a tool to post the vendor invoices. right? We have to do some like MuleSoft.
MuleSoft or what?
MuleSoft. No, MuleSoft. MuleSoft. You can type it in MuleSoft.
MUL. So what is
this? Interface. Okay, that's the interface. You see, integration platform. So MuleSoft is a integration. Like in SAP, we have tax.
Integration between Coupa and SAP. Is that what you're saying?
Integration between Coupa and SAP and integration between Coupa and Vertex. Okay, MuleSoft is the integration platform. Like in SAP, we have the tax doc interface, right? Go to your Vertex. Accelerator. Go to Accelerator. I'll show you. You can understand what is MuleSoft.
Accelerator. Where?
Accelerator. First, go to the first page. Because when you are integrating your SAP and Vertex, right, you are using some standard interface. Am I right?
But why we are not using this functionality? Does that mean that we are not using this defaulting of tax code by any reason?
Because here, this can be done in two ways. One is in the front end. So you can add that directly in the front end. There is one more way we can upload the XML file, XML file into your SIC, okay? So you will ask that basis people to share the R1 file, okay? It's R3 file. We call it as R3 file, okay? We call it as R3 file. We can ask them to share the R3 file. In that R3 file, we will add our entries. What are the entries you want? You will add the same entries like in the notepad. Okay, we will add that entries in the file. Again, we will share that file to basis people and we will ask them to run that file. Once they run it, they will update automatically here in the table. So we can do in two ways. Okay, but here they are not using the front end. So if you use that, you need always some dependency with the basis people. So you have to ask them to share the file and you have to update the file. Again, you have to send back to them and after that they will run it. Right? If you use manually here, like in the front end, you can yourself, you can do the changes, whatever the changes you want. Okay. Now go to the accelerator button. Maybe I will divert that part of what is the MuleSoft and our accelerator interface.
But MuleSoft is basically the interface between Coupa and SAP, right?
Coupa and SAP. Like in SAP Vertex, we have interface, right?
Right.
SAP Vertex. I'll show you what is the interface. Go back on screen. I'll tell you.
Oh, sorry.
In SAP, go back. Don't save. Yeah. You see in the Vertex configuration settings, right? First option. Yeah, expand that. Do it external tax system, right? Yeah, double click. You see here you are using interface version TaxCodeDefaultsTables. That is the integration platform, right? Like same way with the Coupa and Vertex.
Here you said that we see the tax schema and procedure and all that.
That schema is nothing but your tax procedure, right?
No. This is the version that we use for all countries, but we don't see the entries for Canada and US, you said, right? You said it will be available somewhere. Like if you see here, right, the Z-Tax AE, Z-Tax AU, like that we have. Right. Z-Tax US is not. We have it? No, North America.
Here, no. They are activating directly in SAP, right? Because they are using the TJC structure, tax jurisdiction. They will activate in your ERP system, not in the accelerator.
Can you see that?
Go to your SPR, open the new session. Go to your enterprise, my financial accounting.
First one?
Your global settings. First one, the below global settings, tax and the basic settings. Under you can see the external tax calculation. Exactly that, there. And you see the external tax calculation. Here you will see that the US and here because you are using it, you are activating in SAP. Here also you are using the same tax interface, tax doc 00. That is the standard.
They would have added these entries over there. Why there?
Because this is a standard SAP interface. If you face any issues with the interface, the SAP will support you on this. If you stuck anything integration error. Like same way, you have the MuleSoft. Now you understand what is the difference between MuleSoft and this?
Not really, actually.
I'll tell you. Forget about what we do in the MuleSoft. That is none of our job actually. So we have a separate consultants for the MuleSoft.
Right.
Have you heard MuleSoft consultant, MuleSoft something like that?
No, not like there is one project I worked on. There is even.
So MuleSoft is a separate. It's a platform. Okay. So here to integrate your Vertex and your ERP, we are using a tax interface which is TaxDoc00, which is a licensed interface from SAP. Right. So with the help of interface, you are interacting with your O Series from SAP. Right. So this is clear.
Yeah.
So like same way, if you wanted to interact with your ERP and Coupa, not SAP and Coupa. So for Coupa, they have recommended to use is a MuleSoft is the interface version platform, not Doc00. Okay. So they have used, they are using it. They are recommended to use MuleSoft is a platform to integrate your SAP and Coupa. From again Coupa to Vertex, like same MuleSoft platform. So that is the integration platform. You understand right now?
So by this version, whatever this interface version that is there, this is the SAP version, right?
Yes, this is version, SAP version. The MuleSoft is the MuleSoft version.
Between and SAP, the MuleSoft guy
yes,
actually coming
MuleSoft is
nothing to do. Okay.
Yes, MuleSoft is a company and they have like SAP.
Got it.
Now go to our accelerator. Because in the accelerator, we want to do all the time same hard coding, right? We can't go and do hard coding every time. Because if you hard code everything in accelerator, why we need accelerator O Series there, right? There is no use of Vertex. Yes,
yeah.
So go to that processing filters. So you can just double click on the first option, filter by transaction code. First option. Yeah. Okay, you can put like that. You can hard code a transaction here. Okay. You can put some transaction. There is some transaction defined.
Any transaction that is?
These are the standard transaction, but I also never used these transactions because only tax code defaulting we do only in the tax code defaulting tables, not in this table. So here I don't know like what kind of T course is this, but close this. But here you can't see anything.
What do we do? If we put some transaction, are we saying something to the system?
Yeah, I think so, because I never use this option. Go back on screen, I'll tell you. Go back on screen, because can you see the same transactions here in the table? Yeah, and check in the tax code defaulting table, same filter by transaction code, right? In the tax code defaulting tables, yeah. You've seen same kind of option here, default by transaction code or something. No?
Default by doctor.
Because here we use option G for the company code. Only we will maintain the company code here. That's it. When we use some external tools like Coupa or OCR, if you click on that option G on the top, first one in pre-processing filter, they maintain nothing. Here we will maintain the company codes list. That's it. What are the company codes we are using?
We maintain company code list, but where do we use this filter?
In the dashboard? Yeah, in the dashboard. No. So these company codes will make a call to your other tools, like you are using Coupa, for example. It's an OCR tool. Okay. If you maintain this company code, this will make a call to your Coupa. Okay. It will make a call to your Coupa or OCR.
Mm-hmm.
So again, if you go back on screen, in the same option, you can see the filter by default by company code in the T option. Last one. So now here, you will maintain the tax code based on the company code. So here, this is a calling tax code again. So whenever the system, for example, the system is not able to find any configuration, any settings in Vertex. Okay. So the system won't throw any error message. By default, it will post with your calling tax code. Okay. Your transaction will post with your calling tax code, either IV, either OV. So accelerator is mainly on the procurement side, because we have a limited options on the sales side, because everything you see here all are related to procurement. There is no scope on the sales side, right? If you maintain some tax code, like for example 123 is my company code, is the IV is my calling tax code. In the system, when you are posting some vendor invoice, okay, for that vendor invoice you don't have any setup in Vertex, okay, generally. So that time the system won't throw any error message. The system will go and simply post with your transaction with your calling tax code, which is IV. So it won't calculate any tax and it will not make anything. By default, it will post with IV tax code. So you are defaulting with your calling tax code based on the company code. Like you can go back on screen. So here, click on the first option, default by incoming tax code. Here we have two options. Like you see, column 1 tax code, again column 1 is 2 also tax code. Right? Both are tax codes. For example, you are posting some FD60 vendor invoice, and you want it as a tax code, whatever the tax code you want. For example, you are posting some vendor invoice and you are entered tax code. Generally, Vertex will return the tax code, right? But
Right.
But for that scenario, you want to select the tax code by yourself. I want to select the tax code is I1. So if you maintain I1 and I1 here in the both columns, you will maintain I1 is I1. That means whatever the incoming tax code you are giving to the system will take the same tax code. So Vertex tax code will override by using these steps. For example, Vertex sending tax code is IB, and your selected tax code while posting AB60, your selected tax code is IA. So Vertex will mitigate your Vertex O Series tax code, and it will select the whatever the tax code you have chosen while posting it. You selected I1, right? So you will maintain the I1. So by default, it will pick the I1 tax code. So it will override your Vertex tax code.
So no matter what Vertex sends.
No matter what Vertex sends.
But why do we use?
Because in Argentina we have a padrons, right? You know, like a provincial tax. Have you heard of provincial taxes? What is provincial taxes?
No.
Because in Vertex, in Argentina is like we have more localizations. Okay. So we have three types of players or two types of players in Argentina. One is national level tax. We call it as turnover tax, which is 21%. Okay. So in Argentina, we have so many regions like Santa Fe, Buenos Aires, Cumape, Santa Fe. These are the regions. Okay. For each region wise, we have a provincial tax. Okay.
Right.
Provincial taxes means upon top of your national tax, you have to pay the provincial taxes also. That means in India, we have a GST, SGST, CGST and IGST, right? If the transaction within state, you have to pay both SGST and CGST. Am I right? If it two intra-states, that means two different states, you have to pay only IGST, right? Like same way in Argentina also, we have a multi-layer tax. That means you have to pay the national level tax, which is your turnover tax. Again, your provincial tax, which is, right, IIBB postings. We call it as IIBB postings. Go and search in the Google. We call it as patrons. Go and search if anything. IIBB postings in Argentina. B for Bombay.
BB.
AR or something. Yeah, you see perception. Perception is nothing but your provincial tax. Like perception is nothing but provincial is nothing but is regions is nothing but a region. In a region level, we call it as perception tax. That is IITB tax. That means you have to pay 1% national
can
tax.
I compare that as like in US we have federal, state, county, city, right?
Yeah,
so
yes,
it's the same situation.
Same kind. It's almost similar. Okay.
But my question is like, why do we need the tax code other than what is Vertex returning? Why do we need to override that?
Because I'll tell you, because Vertex can't send the two tax code same time, right? Vertex will send only one tax code and one rate. Yes or no?
Only one tax code, yes.
Only one tax code. What about the second tax code? Because you are not using any other tools. Because you are not using OCR, you are not using Coupa. Okay, you are posting directly within SAP, right? You can't go and select a two tax code for line item, one line item, yes or no?
Yeah.
Right? So for that,
but at the line item level, we can select two tax codes, right?
Line item level, we can't select a two tax codes, right? Only we can select only one tax code.
Yeah. Line item level, we can select two tax codes, right, Arjun?
One line item will have one tax code, right? How you will select the two tax codes for one line item?
No, not one. Two line items, I'm saying.
Yeah, two line items you can select. You can select.
Yeah.
So, but here
for one line item, we cannot.
Yeah. For in the two lines, you are selecting two tax codes, for example. Right. So but ultimately Vertex will send only one tax code. If you are having two line items or three line items, if all the line items will have the same rate and same tax code, Vertex will send the one tax code with one rate. So here in Argentina, you have multi-layer taxation. Right. And you want to, because this is a perception taxes, right? Perception taxes always will calculate 1% or 2%, 1.5% or 3%. It's not more than 3%. It's below it's below 3%. If it is CABA, Buenos Aires, we have calculated 3% or 1.2%. So for those line item, for those perceptions, we will hard code those transaction tax codes in the incoming tax codes. So when I put IEA or IB, for example, a tax code that's for that particular line item, so by default, the tax code will pick from here.
But for US, right? Now for US, if you see, even it is similar to what we have in
in US,
determining the total tax cost, right?
But in US, you will activate. But in US, you will activate all the conditions, right, regarding country level, state level, county level, or district level.
Yeah.
But in Argentina, it's completely different. Argentina and Brazil, it's completely different. Okay, all the countries' tax process is different. One is different, and Brazil and Argentina is very different because many of the client will run away from the Vertex. Because Argentina and Brazil, we have a lot of localization. Because one customer will have in the same region, one customer will have the different tax treatment, and one customer will have the different tax treatment. Because we have a lot of localization, so we have to be very careful. We have to do in a clear way. Like you can't always. I would say you can't go and fulfill 100% of the requirement for these two countries, because every day the tax will change. Every month that tax will change for the same customer. It's not specific to other countries. We have only standard rate this one. Today maybe we have a perception of 1%. Maybe after 1 hour also it might change. Okay, so there's a reason you have to do a lot of that. That is the reason we call it as patterns. Patterns is nothing but if they have done any changes.
Right.
Okay, so you have to run the patterns in SAP. You have to download the patterns from Vertex and you have to run it in SAP. That activity we call it as it's a cleansing. You know about cleansing? It's CLES. It's a cleansing. We call it as. So right, in US we have sometimes we have the postal code change, right? And due to the postal code, the TJC has been changed. Yes.
Right.
The TJC is updated in Vertex series. What about in SAP? In cost center level, vendor level, customers level, right? Profit center level. So you have to update the TJC, right? How you will update the TJC in the master data? You can't go and update it manually, right? We have an activity called it as cleansing or something. Cleansing is activity. That's the activity. We will select all the vendors, all the customers, all the cost centers, all the profit centers, and we have to do individually. Okay, for customers you have to do one way, for second, for vendors you have to do separately. For when you're running that cleansing activity, so you will download some file from Vertex first. Okay, because Vertex is updated or tax TJC ID. So you will download the data from Vertex and you will run the same file in your SAP system based on the customers and vendors. So automatically the TJC has been updated in the customer master data or vendor master data.
So that Vertex provide the tool to update the master data? No, right?
Yeah, the tool you have to update in your SAP. SAP also we have that option, but the data you will get it from Vertex O Series because Vertex O Series is the updated version, right? The same TJC has been found because Vertex system will check the first stage the TJC. You know, right? US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. These are the tax jurisdiction based tax, right? So if the TJC is not updated in SAP, it will throw same like error that the TJC is not activated. The external system is not able to find the tax area ID, or it will throw some extra communication error. Because that will make sure.
What sets ZaranTech apart in SAP corporate training? It's our unique blend of expertise and innovation. We offer customized courses tailored to each client's needs, ensuring relevant, targeted learning. Our vast trainer database brings you wisdom from the best in the field. Need resources? Access our extensive training material repository anytime. We are all about measurable results, providing detailed student metrics to track progress. And we don't just teach, we build community. Join our thriving social media network, connecting learners beyond boundaries. With ZaranTech, you are not just training, you are transforming your SAP expertise.
When is there any TJC is updated, the TJC has to be updated in SAP also.
Yeah.
Okay. So this option will help you to whatever the tax code you are inserting while posting. In the end results also, you can see the same tax code by using this option. Okay.
Good.
Now go back because we have so many things. So not about one thing. Like a plant level, GL level mapping, and vendor number level also. You can hard code the tax codes now. Yeah, you understand, right? That tax code defaulting, because this is a multiple combination. That's it. There is nothing to do. So here in the system management and monitoring, here we use only allow tax code changes. That's it. Only one option. When you click here, you see, you can change the tax on I1 to U and U to I1. For example, we are posting some vendor invoice and the Vertex is sending tax code is, for example, I1. Okay. Vertex sending the tax code is I1, but the correct tax code is U, right? So Vertex is not sending the U, it is sending the I1. So you don't want to go and change the configuration. So because you have a limited postings every month, we have 1 or 2 documents you have to post. Okay. So Vertex is returning you I1 tax code, but you wanted to post the document with U1. You can go and change the tax code manually while posting. You can change the tax code from I1 to U1. So that the transaction will post with the U1 tax code by using this table. So it will allow you to change the tax code manually.
Right.
You can try one posting. You will get some. Have you seen this kind of where a pop-up tax code has been prohibited to change the tax code from I1 to U or something like that? It will show up some pop-up. Tax code is prohibited to change the tax code from I1 to U. It will give some information. So those kind of flexibility we can do with this table. Allow tax code changes. You can change it from I1 to U1 or U1 to I1.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah. And basically like if you put any other tax code, even manually, system don't allow. Is it what it means?
Yeah. Apart from these two, if you change any tax code, the system won't allow. Whatever the tax code is sending by Vertex, it will take that tax code only. This is the user level settings. We want to do this user level setting. Now coming to reports. So generally in reports, we use the VAT reports. We want to use the VAT receivable payable. This is the standard like in SAP. Okay. So we want to use only VAT reports. This is every month they will file returns, right, for the government. So option, remember always we will use the VAT reports for the reporting purpose, not from payables, receivable, ledger, something. Okay. You're supposed to use VAT report. Under VAT reports, you can see the same options again. Right? For AP side, first you have to extract the data. Without extract, you are trying to download data, you won't find any documents. Okay. Just close this, go back on screen. Just run the data directly. Detailed report, run the detailed report. For this month, for example, you select last month to till of fiscal year 2024. Yeah, I can put 2024. This is quality only, right?
Yeah, this is quality.
June 1st to till now. June 1st to June 30.
Posting date only, right?
Yeah, posting date. You're selecting this month. Okay, no problem.
Let's put it from June.
No problem. You can run it.
We may not get much transactions, so yeah.
Okay, run it.
Should I download it or download?
No, you can execute direct on the top first. You have to execute. You won't get any data. It will show as a blank.
No data.
Right? Now go back. No, you can't see any document until you extract.
Oh, okay.
You have to extract the documents here. Select the company code and put the date and extract it. You can see it will show that this many documents are extracted.
Did I run for which company code in the detail?
You can run for any company code, no problem.
I think for GB01. Let me do it.
Yeah, you can run for GB.
Okay.
Put the posting date, something like below. For reporting purposes, we will use this option.
So this will be scheduled as a batch job in the production?
If they want, they can do. Generally, they want to do as a batch job. It will take some time.
Shall I run this?
Yeah, you can run it. It will take some time. It will extract. You see, extract is completed. Yeah, I think we don't have any postings. If it is the system is find any document numbers, you can see the figure also there. So these many documents are extracted or something like that. Okay. Run it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Now I think there is some pop-up also will come. Okay, these many documents are extracted. Earlier it is showing is no data retrieved. Right now you see these many documents are posted.
Yes.
Right. So only for the AP side you have such options extract. For AR you don't have options because you can run it directly for AR side. Okay. So this is the standard, because why we are using this VAT report only this column, because you see the columns, right? These columns, this report is exactly is synced with the government standard format. Okay. They have designed this. We call it as spot reports. Okay. We call it as spot reports. So this is a layout will match with our as per the local government. Okay, that is the reason we prefer these reports. We can see all the whatever the columns they want from the for a government, right? Seller registration, buyer registration, document date, period, whatever they want, we can find all the data here in this report. Okay.
But this is something the tax team will just download it and share it.
This is by
tax authority.
Right. Yeah. Generally, if they want, generally, the business also will do. If they want to share from your team or you can run this and you can share the data.
So what exactly the tax authority or the tax team will look at? What are the
they will look what is the company code, what is the fiscal year posting date, and what is the rate it is calculated.
And how much is the tax amount and all that? Okay, here
you can see that right, this is a tax base amount and the tax local currency showing is 0. Everything all are showing is 0, 0, 0. You can find the registration numbers, buyer, seller registration numbers, because we have some local tax managers, right? In each country, in each country wise, we have the local tax manager, right, from the business. So they will their work to they will do the filing on time. They will keep the records clean and green, right? They will make sure that payments has been done to the vendors on a regular basis. So these accounts they will take care, right? Generally, that is their main responsibility, right? So we are from IT, so we will see the system, right? So this is mostly, this is not in our scope. We will run the data and we will give this data to them and they will work on this file, tax returns file, the local government. Okay. So now go back. If we expand that AR, in AR we have a direct wire VAT detailed report option. You can't extract. So you can run it directly. For AR it will come automatically. You can put, this is only like a reconciliation general. These are same reporting VAT GL, right? So in the VAT GL level also you can run the report. The reconciliation APR data, like you will put some GL.
VAT GL,
right? The tax code level, in the tax code level we will map some GL number, right? So in the GL, you want to see this report and the GL wise, how many documents are posted, what is the value posted in that GL. So this accordingly you can download this data. So reconcile purpose. So there's nothing here. We use that VAT reports for AR and AP. Generally, we will share to the business. Right? You know that the Q monitoring, you know about the Q monitoring, RFC Q monitoring. When you are using is a US company code, right? First the document will put Vertex, then after that the documents will post into your SAP system, right? This is a monitoring. So we have a manual option and a special like a stop. If you see here, the first option here it is showing as a only manual setup. If you put some run time period here, the system will run the queue for example, you see here in the stop condition, how only manual stop when queue is less than 0, run for specific time. Whenever you use these options, automatically the system will run the batch job in the backend. Okay.
So what does it do actually? Vertex queue maintenance?
Queue monitoring in a sense, for example, you are posting some 100 invoices, okay, for US company code. You know, right? For US, Canada, all the reporting will done from Vertex, not from SAP. You know, right? Right. So that means the first document will post in Vertex. Right? Then after that will come to here in the queue maintenance, queue monitoring. All the documents, what are the documents is posted in Vertex, all the documents will come here and store. Right? So once the data is, this queue got stuck, for example, 100 invoices posted in Vertex, the 100 invoices will come and store here in the monitoring. So here you have to clear 100 invoices manually or via batch job. So you have to post the 100 invoices in your SAP system also. Right? If you put a runtime for specified time, for example, you put 15 minutes, for every 15 minutes the system will run the batch job and it will pick the documents, whatever the documents are posted. It will pick the documents automatically. And the backend, if you put some batch job for every 15 minutes, you can just clear the queue. Whatever the documents are coming here.
So it is from Vertex to SAP, right? Whatever that we are doing.
Yes, it's Vertex to SAP. Go back one slide. Here we will put some time period. So every time slot, it will run the morning. Go back one slide. Go to second option. Yeah. If you can run, you can put some company code USS01, something like that. Yes, sir. So queue manager, nothing we do here. Just we will run this and we will clear generally the basis people will take care of this activity. Okay. So we will give some green signal. Okay. Just to process these documents. Clear the queue. So they will run the batch job and they will clear the documents. This won't have any impact. You see these many documents, error posting to Vertex General. Check the Vertex logs. Do not delete.
So these many documents are posted to Vertex?
These are not posted. You see, these having some posting errors.
Okay, basically what you're saying is whatever documents that are posted in SAP, those are not updated on the SAP Vertex side.
Right. So if you select this document line, you click on the update Vertex, it will clear you can select one and click on the update Vertex on the top. You see? Yeah. Click there. Anyway, this is a quality system, right? Now, status is set and reset. You see? Yeah, it is updated to Vertex. So it is run, right? Now go back on screen.
But what is this status? Deleted from the queue. What is this?
This is not, ma'am. I think they have some posting errors and that is deleted from the queue. This is not stored under the queue, which there's a reason shown as a 0. Because
so
they
should
have
I need
some...
to save it or no?
No, not required. Go back. Last option, go to that last option. Once you reset, right, that will come here. The document will come here. So put
program for list.
Do one thing. Do one thing. Can you go back? Go back on screen. Open the second option again. I'll tell you.
Oh, I want me to see that option.
Yes. Yeah. So put the company code, or else it will pick all the US company code data.
Follow-up status. I think I would have cleared this one to that.
This is nothing. So they will clear the queue. That's it. TRFC, right?
Shit. No. Wait.
Yeah. You see the document is gone now. No. Show me that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh shit, I think I ran it.
That's fine. Whatever. Okay, you selected.
I didn't put company code.
You RFC second one. Put company code. Earlier the document is you have updated, that is 5044 is the document number ending with 5044.
Yeah.
5400, right? 54 status, reset and transaction. Select, right? Not select again that same document. It is not not allowing. Okay. So it is status is reset and a transaction updated to Vertex. Can you go and check the same document is showing in the third option? Because once it is posted,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4.
Once the document is posted, you can see the document number in the third option.
Where is the document number that I put here?
Reference document number, right? The third option, the fourth field. Yeah, 5400. You can execute. If it is posted, you can see here. It's not yet posted. It's still in his queue. Refresh on the top. That is not posted. Because that is not posted. That is still in the queue. Okay. Once they run the batch job, okay. Once the system will run the batch job automatically, the document will process and that document will show. What is the batch job name? That I don't know. That the basis people will know that batch job name, but I don't. Okay. So the document, what are the documents they have processed there? The documents will come up and show here. It will show the status is a document is posted. Yeah, green and document is posted. It's a kind of monitoring.
That is when this invoice document will be shown up on the Vertex side.
Right.
And this is something
because in the end,
for US and Canada, because they do reporting
only for US we do. Only for US and Canada. Because if you are not forget to post these documents, right? We have some reconciliation issue with the Vertex posted documents and SAP posted documents. It will not match with the it will not match the reconciliation because in Vertex it will show so many documents is posted. In SAP it will show the limited documents posted because the queue is not cleared. Right. So that is the reason you have to make sure that queue is clear. But you have to check. You have seen some number in the queue. You can just inform to basis people these documents and please clear the queue. So after that they will clear the queue. That's it. They will run this like this manually or they will run the batch job and they will clear the queue. Okay. You got it right?
Yeah.
This is nothing to do with our configuration. So this is nothing but a goods movement solution. We call it as goods GCM, flow control board, GFCB, sorry, GFCB. Okay, GFCB is nothing but goods flow control board. Okay, can you expand that Vertex configuration settings? You see the tax regime movement. Just open anything like a tax configuration. You see these are the goods tax process. Can you what is this? Default revenue recognition, free of charge orders, inventory orders, tax process on goods movement other than the sales and purchase. In MyGo level also we have some goods movement, right? Right? Can you go back on screen? Show me that second option because this is a kind of standard settings because you can see that almost type 601, 602. But to be honest with you, I never use this kind of configuration here because ultimately we set up everything from Vertex itself. Because in MyGo we don't have any tax, right? In the goods receipt we won't calculate any taxes. right?
Right. And what is the deferred revenue recognition? I mean, is it the...
That is, it's showing its kind of goods movement plus what is that? I don't know, but yeah, GSPR is a sales order type.
Yeah, that is fine, I think.
Yeah, I never use this goods movement, but here also what is this?
And
country and region exemption.
Yeah. What is important for the remaining nodes?
Which one?
Oh no, from these 4 nodes, whatever is important, we can just go through.
We have that STO, plant subroad is very important. Right? Deferred tax also is very important. Deferred tax we can do within SAP from accelerator also. But it's always suggestible to do it within SAP. It's very easy compared to in STO, in accelerator. So plants abroad is, right, where one company could be having 2 different plants in 2 different countries. We call it as STO, right? Mm-hmm. To activate that plants abroad concept, you have to do some configurations level settings here. We are posting, right? Here postings. Like in the STO, we can see 2 kind of tax codes, right? Input tax code and output tax code. Open that up. Just here you will activate the billing type. Billing type AP posting. Yeah. Go back. It's not showing any configuration. Yeah. This is a log. You can see the log for the SAC. When you have the document number, you can put the document number here and you can see the log, SAC log.
Okay.
But to go back on screen, but I want to show me the first option, because in the plants abroad, we will activate that document type WIA and we will assign some expense VAT GL by default. That option I'm not able to see. Can you open that again? What are the company? Okay, it's not running. Just to select the test run and execute. Let's see.
Should I put billing?
Execute. Don't put anything. Just to put just run and execute. Because STO, we have a limited documents, right? The standard and regular documents, right? But I want to see, there's no screen showing up here to see. Are you using that plants abroad concept? Have you activated the plants abroad concept in SAP?
Yeah. We do have a plants abroad concept, yes.
I can see only the numbers here. Right. You see billing type is VIA. Right? Mm-hmm. Can you select one document from the first column? Select one document.
WIA means what?
VIA is a plants abroad billing type.
Oh, plants.
We call it as VIA. Yeah. You can select one document number. Click on the accounting on the top. And then click on the taxes on the top. Here you can see the 2 tax codes.
Mm-hmm. Only one tax code I can see.
Then go there, go to the top. Where is the AP tax?
I have no idea. Oh, this is the sales, right?
This is the billing one, right? It's plants abroad is completely on the procurement side, not in the output. It's a complete input transaction, right? Because this is the intercompany from one plant to one plant. Right. For example, my company is GP01. I have a plant in Germany. I have a plant in Netherlands. So what I'm doing, I'm moving the stocks from Germany plant to Netherlands plant. There is no sales and there is no revenue generated because I'm just moving the stock from one plant to another plant. The 2 plants is owned by my company code only. Right? So in one plant we have a sale, one plant we have a purchase, right? So those kind of settings we will do with the help of plants abroad, and in the one accounting document we will show it as AP input tax code and output tax code same time. But here I can't see how they have set up because plants abroad is purely on the procurement side, right? Not in the sales. Okay, select this document number. Copy the document number.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, copy the document. I will show you in SAP, in SPR. Okay, go back on screen. Go back. You copied the document number.
Or you want me to open new?
No. Go back directly. Just go back.
Okay. I think I copied it, but just.
Yeah. Now, in the second option, you see log for plants abroad STO. You see, clearly it is saying that AP posting, right? Mm-hmm. But in the accounting, we are seeing AR document. I don't know how they are configured. So here, you will put the document number and you will run that. You can run it. You can see the log, same SAC log, right? Select any document. Here it is showing the test. Show me what is the code here is showing in the menu. What is the transaction code it's showing up here?
Oh, here.
Yeah, like spot log, right? Yeah, this is a log to see the logs where we are posting logs. Just double click on any document number or click on magnifying glass on the top.
Yeah, I do that. But
why documents was posted in company code GB is fine, but where the logs are showing up? That's my question. Here I don't see the text. I think do you have any access issue or something yet? Because this screen will be same like your SAC log screen. Okay. From this is only they have designed only for the STO's postings, but I can't see that logs here. You can see it's clearly showing the log for plants abroad AP processing, but it is not generating any logs. Should go back. It's okay. But here we want to do any configuration, but we can see the logs. Go to the troubleshoot tools on the last one. Here we will see the logs, right? Same way, SAC log. So there also we can see the logs, which is as a plants abroad STO logs, but that is not showing up. No. Okay. Now execute. Execute now.
Yeah.
When this document is posted, because the documents will archive, so we can't see the logs for old postings.
Yeah.
Only you can see 1 or 2 years logs.
That might be old document or something.
Remove that reversal reason. What is that reversal reason? Yeah. Oh, it's mandatory. Just select the reversal reason. Select any reversal reason and close it. Select a different reason.
Okay. Maybe I think
just you can see the document numbers here, and actually it will show some logs from here also. Defer tax.